Hello everyone, this is Archive 12, and today we have Divide Music's new Sung Jin Woo song, Break You, from Solo Leveling. I think the last time we heard Solo Leveling on this channel was either Schwabity or it was DPS. Those are the only two other Solo Leveling songs that I have heard so far. I don't remember what was the last one. I think it was Schwabity, but I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't react to that. I don't remember. I react to so many videos, guys, so I'd forgive me for like forgetting about that. But I am very much looking forward to this. I cannot wait because Solo Leveling has kind of become like one of the new hot things going on in anime right now, and so it's Divide Music. It's promising. It's promising to be like one of those songs that you just don't forget. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and I will be talking about it. And without further ado, I am very excited to get to this. So let's get started.
Whispers in the shadows, eyes glow so luminous. I've been in the gallows times before, but something was different, a price to be paid. My pockets were empty, my heart filled the space, but I won't let you drown. Don't look back, you're feeling attached. Why go through that just to carry it back? No one can break you then, no one can break you now. How will you make it out? Don't look back, you're feeling attached. Why go through that just to carry it back? No one can break you then, no one can break you now. How will you make it out?
The vibe for this is so much different than what I was expecting. See, I know I've heard both the Schwabity and DPS Solo Leveling songs, and that gave me a very unique impression about the story of this. Grant, I haven't seen Solo Leveling, I haven't read Solo Leveling, so like I am going into this basically with unknown expectations aside from what I've heard in previous Nerdcore songs. The way that DPS presented it almost reminded me of the feeling you would get if you were talking about Overlord. And the way that Schwabity presented it was... And now I have to verify that, because I keep saying Schwabity did one, but I don't actually remember, if I'm going to be honest. Hold on a second. Okay, it does seem to be popping up, so I think that I'm correct. Yes, okay. I was gonna say, I thought that he did one. Yeah, so the way that that they presented it, obviously they're further into the story because they were doing it off of the manga, I believe. This is based on the anime, which, from what I understand, is relatively recent. So this could just be Divide's like original take. Like his first take on it, and he hasn't gotten, or maybe the anime hasn't gotten to like the more overpowered aspects of Solo Leveling. But from what Divide is bringing here, what it reminds me of, honestly, is one of his other songs. Why am I blanking on it? I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of searches right now. But that's primarily because of the fact that I want to be accurate with this. There is a song that he released like almost 2 years ago that this reminds me of. Similar premise. It's another isekai style. He's released so many songs. That one, ReZero. This reminds me of ReZero, but in a slightly different way. It has a more restrained feel to it. But like the way he's presenting how the writing specifically, the way he's presenting the song reminds me of how he wrote ReZero. And I mean, with the isekai genre, it's very difficult to, come up with something that feels like it's original, not in the songwriting, but like as the writing of the isekai itself kind of lends yourself to, oh, you got teleported to another world, you're going to become super powerful, you are the mythical savior of the world, and you're going to just wreck everything. That's kind of like the entire point of the isekai genre. So like between ReZero and Solo Leveling and any other isekai, like it's really difficult, I think, to make a song feel original. So that's why I'm calling back to ReZero for this, because that's the song that most reminds me of it, writing style wise. Performance wise, completely different. Like these two songs, performance wise, not even close to being comparable. But like at least writing style wise, because they both have similar themes, I suppose at least at this point in listening to Break You, it sounds similar enough that you could take some of the lyrics from this one and attribute it to ReZero, or potentially take some of the lyrics from ReZero and contribute it, or like attribute it to Solo Leveling. Yeah, that was a really long tangent to say that those two songs remind me of each other in terms of their writing styles. I'm sorry. However, I will say this: the instrumental on this track it's subtle, which I enjoy. Which one of my favorite things about Divide music songs is that like a lot of the time the instrumental doesn't have to go super hard to like catch your attention. Sometimes it's the subtle ones, the quieter ones that really like catch your attention most. The instrumental of this reminds me of You, his song about why am I forgetting the girl? A Quiet Voice, I think it's the song about A Quiet Voice. Like the instrumental for this reminds me of his song You, because they're both very subtle, and then they like have a little bit more of a harder like chorus part, but like for the most part the instrumental is very, very subtle and relaxing. Like if this was just the instrumental, I could see myself just vibing to this. Same thing with You. Like I can do the exact same thing with You as well if it's just the instrumental and no lyrics.
Silence in the shadows, eyes fade from weariness, whispers haven't echoed since before. Have built who I am, still have so far to go.
Ooh, that's cool. I like the way that the instrumental kicked in right there.
Have built who I am, still have so far.
That was nice. That was really nice. I like that little like boom right there that like started the instrumental going a little bit more complicated.
I know that my own limits are my choice alone. I've been battling daily, need something to show as the level is rising. I'll stand on my own. Most people, they see me but can't look right through. I'm encased by the stories most won't think are true. I've been battling daily, so far to go. As the level is rising, I'll stand on my own. Don't look back.
That guitar, man.
Don't look back. You're feeling attached. Why go through that just to carry it back? No one can break you then. No one can break you now. How will you make it out? Will you make it out? attached. Why go through that just to carry it back? No one could break you then. No one can break
Ooh.
you.
I'll be honest, because I wasn't looking at like how much time was left, the way he was singing right there and with the instrumental dropping out, it felt like that could have been the end. Also, can I just preface that because I haven't seen Solo Leveling, I don't know if it's an isekai. I was just thinking about this a moment ago. I don't know if it's an isekai, but the way that it feels, the way that like these images are presented to me, it feels like an isekai. So like if it's not an isekai, I apologize. But like it feels that way to me.
Get back, no one could break you then. No one can break you now. How will you make it out? Don't look back. You're feeling attached. Why go through that just to carry it back? No one can break you then. No one can break you now. How will you make it out? Don't let it break you.
That was phenomenal. I really, really, really enjoyed how he covered that topic. It was definitely a lot different than what I was expecting. And I think most of that was because of the fact that over the last like year or two, I've been colored by what the perception of solo leveling is because of the songs by Schwabity and DPS. So I didn't know what to expect with this. DPS and Schwabity definitely had their own unique take on how to cover this story. But Divides was so much more emotional, so much more impactful to me. It felt so much more engaging to me because it was presented in a way that not only allowed me to understand the concept of the show, but it also made me empathetic for Sung Jin Woo. Because talking about how badass you are can only go so far, in my opinion, when it comes to like trying to resonate with how you're supposed to feel about this character. But if you can connect with that character emotionally and actually present that as the theme of your song, like what Divide is so good at doing, that just means so much more, in my opinion. Because it allows you to really understand the character, not just what the character is doing or what they become, but understand the character's motivations, their drives. It is a story. Divide music songs are stories, and the best way to experience them is to view them like that, I think. But that was just so good. That was just incredibly impressive. I love it. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Mark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.